No bucket list is complete without experiencing a horseback ride through the canyons of Zion, a rafting trip down the Colorado River, and a breath of fresh air up in the Rocky Mountains. The United States has over 60 national parks, each with its own scenic landmarks and signature trails. We'll explore the 8 most visited parks in the U.S., providing you with insider information on the best places to go to see some of the most remarkable backdrops in the country. Let's start with Death Valley National Park, located in southeastern California. While Death Valley may sound like a scary name, this park offers miles of beautiful scenery. One of the highlights is Artist's Palette, a subsection of Artist Drive that features pink, purple, and blue-tinged mountains that look like they were painted with brushstrokes. In reality, the colors are the effect of the oxidation of metals found in the soil. The best way to get to Artist's Palette is to take a trip down Artist's Drive, a scenic one-way street that goes on for 9 miles. This road has spaces where you can pull over to explore the terrain. Another place you can't miss in Death Valley is the Mesquite Sand Dunes. Death Valley is known for being hot, dry, and desert-like, even though parts of the park are dotted with mountains and canyons. The Mesquite Sand Dunes are reflective of the rolling desert hills you may see in classic Western movies. The dunes are surrounded by purple mountains, making this area one of the most picturesque scenes in Death Valley. When planning your trip, keep in mind that the park reaches scorching temperatures in the summer, so the fall, winter, and spring seasons may be a better choice if you're looking to beat the heat. On the polar opposite sides of the United States, we have Acadia National Park, located in Maine. The fall season is magical at this time of year as the leaves change colors. When you visit the park, the best place to begin is with a drive along Park Loop Road. This 27-mile road takes you around to some of the greatest spots for sightseeing in the park. Some of the main attractions, like Sand Beach and Otter Cliff, are easily accessible along this drive. Most of the traffic is one way, so visitors can stop periodically throughout their journey to enjoy the scenery and take pictures. Be sure to stop at Sand Beach for incredible views, and don't forget to pick up a map at the visitor center, as you may not get phone reception for your GPS in some areas of the park. Heading down south, we've got the Great Smoky Mountains National Park, which stretches across Tennessee and North Carolina. This park has earned the nickname of the crown jewel of national parks in this region, with its beautiful waterfalls, endless mountains, and diverse wildlife. Like Acadia Park, fall is the most beautiful season to schedule your trip to the Smokies because of the colorful foliage. October is known to be a particularly great month, as many of the leaves will have changed color by then. If you're wanting to see both mountains and waterfalls, take the Roaring Fork Motor Nature Trail. This one-way loop is about 6 miles in length and provides opportunities to see the Rainbow Falls and the Grotto Falls. Visitors can even enter the space behind the waterfalls if they take the Trillium Gap Trail. The Cades Cove Loop is another trail that is crucial for your visit to the Great Smoky Mountains. This one is 11 miles in length and provides access to a variety of additional trails, like the trail to Abrams Falls. The Cades Cove Loop is closed to vehicles for most of May through nearly the end of September, making it easy for people to walk and bike without having to worry about cars. This national park has become very popular among visitors. If you're wanting to avoid crowds, try not to visit during the summer and start your hike early in the morning. Our next stop is Yosemite National Park. This one is in California and is known for its lakes and waterfalls. Make sure you plan ahead, because Yosemite has implemented a system that requires visitors to register prior to entering the park. This helps mitigate overcrowding, especially during the summer, which is the busiest time to visit. You can avoid some of the chaos by planning your trip during the spring or the fall. Yosemite provides several different ways to hike in its natural beauty. You can raft or kayak down a river, take a horse through the valleys, or simply hike the old-fashioned way. Regardless of what you choose, be sure to check out Yosemite Falls. Visitors can feel the mist of the waterfalls once they get to the base, a refreshing reward even after an easy hike. Another highlight is Tunnel View, a picturesque lookout point reflective of what you might see on a postcard, with mountains, valleys, and a waterfall. The Rocky Mountain National Park features over 400 miles of majestic mountains. Located in Colorado, this park is a hiker's dream. with 355 miles of trails that range in terms of length and difficulty. One of the shortest hikes, the Alpine Ridge Trail, is just over a half a mile and ends with a beautiful view of the whole park. If you have access to a car, start with the drive down the Trail Ridge Road. This 48-mile paved pathway provides access to views above tree levels, and you may even catch some of the wildlife common to the region, such as bighorn sheep and elk. Stop at the Forest Canyon Overlook to see some of the park highlights from above, like the Gorge Lakes and Long's Peak. The fall season is the best time of year to visit the Rocky Mountain National Park, with September and October being the peak months for viewing the autumn colors. If you want to drive the Trail Ridge Road, be sure to do so in the summer and early fall, as the road is closed for the winter months. A list of parks in the United States would definitely be incomplete without the Grand Canyon National Park in Arizona. The Grand Canyon was developed over a multitude of years through erosion of the Colorado Plateau by the Colorado River. The South Rim has become the more popular section of the canyon, as the North Rim tends to be a bit more rugged and challenging for hiking. Visitors should check out the Rim Trail along the South Rim because it incorporates many highlights of the park. This 12-mile trail is mostly paved and includes sections for visitors to stop and enjoy spectacular views. The park also has a free shuttle bus that can be utilized as well. Another fun activity at the Grand Canyon National Park is taking a rafting trip down the Colorado River. This provides an entirely different viewpoint of the canyon and adds an extra layer of adventure to your visit. Rafting companies offer easy day trips that are appropriate for families, in addition to more intensive trips for people wanting something more extreme. Like many of the parks we've explored, the Grand Canyon is a popular place to visit during the summer, but the early fall season is a great time to go to experience fewer crowds and milder weather. Yellowstone National Park, the next place on our list, is another popular destination for travelers. This park stretches across parts of Wyoming, Montana, and Idaho across about 2 million acres of land. There's something for everyone at Yellowstone, as it includes mountains, waterfalls, geysers, and a plethora of diverse animal species. Your trip definitely will not be complete without a visit to Old Faithful, one of the hundreds of geysers located in the park. Old Faithful erupts on a regular basis, every hour and a half or so, increasing your chances of actually witnessing a geyser eruption during your visit. The Grand Prismatic Spring, another landmark within Yellowstone, is also worth a visit. This is the largest hot spring in the country and is often the background for photographs representing the park. The greatest views tend to be during the middle of the day, as the sun beams down on the water, but this is also the most crowded time of the day. Utah's Zion National Park is known for its sandstone cliffs and spectacular canyons. This popular location is best to visit during springtime to avoid large crowds. Zion is an amazing place to partake in hiking, rock climbing, and horseback riding. Visitors should check out the shuttle bus, which stops at many of the park's landmarks, making it convenient to get on and off to explore the sites you want to see. You won't want to miss the Zion Canyon or Angel's Landing for their stunning views, both of which are reachable through the Zion Canyon Scenic Drive. When it comes to national parks, America the Beautiful is an understatement to say the least. Whether you like the briskness of a hike in the cold or want to feel the summer sun beaming on you, a visit to one of these national parks can feel like a vacation in itself. Spending some time in the great outdoors can be surprisingly rejuvenating, especially if you're needing a break from the hustle and bustle of your everyday life.